Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Happy Monday, November 3rd, and the moon is in Aries. Fiery, initiatory, get moving, Aries. And Aries is a Mars ruled sign, and today we have a lovely trine between Mars and Neptune. Not the only story, but definitely a story worth telling. Mars in Scorpio, Neptune in Pisces. This is a waning trine. Waning trines share and inform and hopefully bring more understanding to a situation. And so that's sort of what we're looking for from this trine. Neptune and Mars, whenever they get together, it's always a little dicey, but there are certain aspects with Neptune and Mars that actually work really well, and the trine is one of them, the sextile is another, and sometimes the conjunction, but the trine especially, because it brings a flow. And so we'll be acting on our intuitions. We can also be acting on our beliefs, so be aware of that. I'm going to come over here to look at this beautiful tree over here that is just gloriously colored. This is the upper part of the yard. But look at that. Isn't that lovely? What a beautiful. Now this over here is part of a tree that broke off in one of our big storms that we haven't gotten around to pulling down yet, but we will, little by little, piano piano, like my mom used to say. This is the dogwood now in its beautiful oranges. Just want to have you look around and appreciate and enjoy what's left of the leaves. It is November now, and this is generally when we get into stick season down here. That's up the hill. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So the Mars Neptune trine is great for things like dancing, creativity, motion, beauty. Neptune can be magical and mystical. Interpretive dance. So if you're looking to do something today to help with that energy, is do a little interpretive dance. Now, the other thing that's going on today, and this is happening early, and this is sort of the energy, that trine comes towards the end of the day. It's been, I think it was yesterday, the day before, I said that the energies are a little bit schizophrenic because we have these wonderful aspects along with these more challenging aspects. Today's not really different from that. The difficult aspect today is Venus in conjunct Saturn. Venus and well, first of all, Venus is the planet of relationship, but it's also the planet of money. And Saturn can be restrictive. And so we can feel a lack or restriction around our relationships and certainly around our money. Here in the U.S., we wake up to, another day where people who depend upon food stamps, SNAP benefits, are not getting their SNAP benefits. And in the meantime, the president had a Halloween party with a Great Gatsby theme. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, and with young women in champagne glasses and burlesque shows, which I have nothing against burlesque. Let's be real here. The female body is a beautiful thing and will always be a beautiful thing and will always be something that symbolizes maybe the unattainable, right? However, if your best friend was Jeff, and you're holding on to those files, perhaps you could have thought of a better theme. All right, on to the next thing. Saturn in conjunct Venus is it is about evaluating what's your responsibility and what's not your responsibility when it comes to relationships and when it comes to money. We need to make adjustments with inconjuncts, and so there is a feeling of restriction. Now, I will say that Venus gets pretty beat up this first week, and Mars is flying high. But by the end of the month, Venus is gonna be doing much better, and she's gonna be in much better positions. And just like last month, from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, it was a whole new, different world. That's going to continue. So a lot of things are going to pass by, going to pass your view as you're watching the world go by, or as you're watching the world interact with the world. We're gonna hold back. We're gonna see what happens, and we need to commit to those things that are most important to us, and kind of ignore the rest. So we're in an 11-month vibration. That's the vibration of justice. We're in a 9 universal year. We're almost at the end of that 9 year. Remember, 9 is about separating the wheat from the chaff, and we are in the 11th month of that 9 year. And next month will be in the last month of that 9 year, and then come January, we start a new cycle. So we are letting go big time. Saturn and Neptune are back in Pisces. They're both still going retrograde, so there's a looking over things. But once they start to go direct, it's going to be quick, and things that no longer serve us will fall away very quickly. So things are happening, and it seems interminable, but one day we're going to wake up, and there's going to be a big change and a big shift, and we're going to be like, whoa. Be prepared for that. And it's important that you focus on that which you want to create in this world. Put your energy there. And of course, all our love and blessings to those who are caught in this ridiculous, unnecessary situation. The thing is most of the situations that this Trump administration has brought us to have been unnecessary, or perhaps they have been necessary on some level, but we will work with it and we'll figure it out. All right, guys, let's see, what do we have here? Michael did a little bit more on the bed. He's a beast. When he finally gets moving, man, that guy is a beast. But it's getting him moving sometimes. I don't blame him. He's getting old. I'm getting old. We have to take a lot of rests in the in-betweens. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. We still got some roses. They haven't given up yet. And we might actually get another yellow rose here, which are my favorites, really. That's Gretchen's rose. So no offense to any of the other beautiful roses here, but my Gretchen rose is always the most special to me. For those of you who don't know who Gretchen is, Gretchen was my German Shepherd who I had for 13 years, who passed away in 2019. So for those of you who've been with me long enough might remember Gretchen. There's more beautiful leaves. Don't look at my house needs to be painted. We painted it last time, but now I'm too old to get up on the roof, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get somebody else to paint it. All right, everyone, have a great day. Like and subscribe if you're not. Thank you for joining us on Mystic Sisters. We're going to be doing a moonshine episode today, actually. Tonight, I'm going to do it with Ona. She'll probably put it out right away, but you can keep your eyes peeled for moonshine. That'll be on Ona's channel. Okay, love you all. See you in the morning. Bye.